the organization that I joined at my very young age, that I worked for many, many years, that I even went to prison for, very young age, that I worked for many, many years, that I even went to prison for and spent 10 years, 6 months. I also went to exile and stayed there for 14 and a half years, fighting for the liberation of our people. For me, it was not acceptable that a party that I joined, and which was a particular party in a particular time and doing an important thing to liberate black people who had been oppressed for so many years, I couldn't take it that such a party could be be made to look like the party that it never fought for freedom.
So I worry not, because these policies that the EFF has, we crafted them together with these people. And none of the MK policies are anywhere close to the EFF policies. What is Pan-Africanism about MK and about Zuma? Zuma had all the time to unite black people. Why isn't Zuma united black people? And then all of a sudden he wakes up at 82 years and then he thinks he can unite black people. Zuma was in exile, was in the ANC, Natal, national president, deputy president, all of that. He has never said black people must come together. Since when is Zuma wanting to give us a land? Because we said to Zuma when he was a president, here are the numbers of the votes of the EFF in parliament, which gives the ANC 2/3 majority. Let's expropriate land without compensation. Zuma refused, rejected the offer of the EFF to expropriate land without compensation. Why would he come now and say, I want to expropriate land? When did he realize that land can be expropriated? We were beaten up, not only in parliament, in the feast must fall. Kids were arrested, into jail. Some of them, their careers were destroyed. Zuma was the president. The ANC Youth League was killed and destroyed under Jacob Zuma. Which unity are they talking about? Jacob Zuma now says, let's collapse the EFF under me and let's form organization of black people, and all of a sudden we want to fall into that temptation.
Welcome everyone to another epic episode. So President Jacob Zuma was interviewed in another podcast where he has been asked about why does he want to still remain the member of the ANC while he has created another political party. So what I found is that his answers were very interesting. So if you want to know more of what he said, stick around. And DJ Spoo has invited the CIC, the president of the EFF, Julius Malema, in his podcast, and you had a very interesting chat with Julius Malema talking about many things. If you want to hear more of what did the EFF president say, please stick around. But before you stick around, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to support this channel. And you can just leave a comment just here below, and you can press the super thanks button, as you know that we want this video to reach as many people as possible, so that YouTube will just favor this video with algorithm, so that it will reach people who are very far, even overseas, right? So let's just get into it. So the MK president, Jacob Zuma, has been asked some few questions about why does he want to retain his membership at the ANC, but at the same time he has another membership in the newly formed MK party. So he said something that I found very interesting, right? Because Msholozi Hlalathini uhamba underground. I may not understand him, but I heard him. So what did he say? So Msholozi said, no, he wants to be aligned with the ANC or to keep his membership in the ANC because the forefathers, those who have founded the movement, had great policies, right? Had a great constitution in the ANC. So the problem, it is not the constitution or the policies of the ANC, right? The problem are those people who are running the ANC, right? That is why when he speaks, sometimes he will refer to the ANC as the ANC of Ramaphosa. So the problem is that there are people there, like President Ramaphosa, that he does not want them there to be in those positions and to lead the ANC. Why is that? So he's crying that the leaders of the ANC have diverted from the mandate, right? From what it used to be back in the days when it was founded and what it represents now. He's saying these are two different things. It's not the same. So when he says that he wants to keep his membership or to be aligned with the ANC in that way, he is saying that he agrees with what the founding fathers have developed and has put as an agenda of the African National Congress. So he's aligned with those things, but he is not aligned with the leaders who are running the ANC now. So now he continued to say that, but the mission, his mission, is that the ANC needs to be rescued. So he can't rescue the ANC while he's outside the ANC or holding only the membership of the MK. But he needs to be inside the ANC so that when those who are holding top position, when they take them out, then he will bring, or they will bring the ANC back now as it was originally, back to the constitution, back to its policies, and to stick with what they promised the people, right? So I don't know if you understand what I just said, or you understand what the MK president Jacob Zuma had said, but that's what he said, right? But he continued and shocked me. Let us hear what he said when he continued, because he was asked about his friendship, the friendship that he has with the AFF leader Julius Malema. He was asked if is there any relation that they had, and this is what he had to say.
No. We are asking as if we don't know each other. We've met.
Yeah.
I was leading the ANC when it was what was it? The first organization of young people.
The Youth League.
No.
Oh, COSAS.
COSAS. Ngifuna uyitholele wena. We were with him. We worked with him. They were in the Youth League. I was the president of the ANC. We worked very well. It's not that we are meeting today. We were together in that organization that I told you about that was established by our ancestors, believing in it fully. In politics, at times things happen in many ways. He left ANC. Now, once he leaves the ANC, he has to take a position of a leader and an opposition to an organization that he has been a leader of the young people. I've known him. We've sat. We've eat meat together. We did everything. I'd given instructions to him. So there is nothing new here. As to say, why now can you meet him? I meet him When I want to meet, he does, because we are not fighting.
Yeah.
In politics, people give their views. I've exchanged views with him in terms of the new organization that he established, but we're never enemies.
Yes.
We meet and talk, very good, there's nothing.
So there's no malice from the MK?
No malice. He left my organization, Listening Skat.
Yeah.
It keeps on happening in life. It's not a big deal.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, my brother, Lensizo Kulumangayo is my friend, in fact.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. I love him. He's a kind man. He's a very kind man. And he's open. He talks his mind, whether you like it or not, talks his mind. Politicians are not the same. They don't say one and the same thing.
So after hearing this video, the MK president is speaking like this. You know what shocked me, right? We have seen the CIC going around in each and every rally.
It's a lie. It's like this lie you are perpetuating, that Zuma has got dual membership. Zuma has got no dual membership. He's not a member of the ANC. ANC has expelled him. And Zuma lies to you. Sunday Times, he says, no, I'm a member of the ANC. I'm a member of MK. It's not true. Why not tell him on his face? You are a liar. You're not a member of the ANC. He lies on your face. You take that lie and feed the nation. Why do you feed the nation a lie? He's not a member of the ANC. And Zuma will be civil with him when MKP and all of that. They must know any lie they tell, we are going to take them head on. And the ground forces must mark those criminals of MK on social media. As they come, go for them. I came back uncontested. Not against kids, against old people. In 2011, Zuma never wanted me. In 2008, Zuma wanted Saki. I won against Zuma. That's why I always say I've always won against Zuma. In 2011, Zuma wanted Lebogang Maile to be president. Meetings were held at Zuma's residence at Forest Town, planning to remove me. As state president, I defeated that thing with all the resources and experience he had. I was not contested. You can't say he was abusing his power and suppressing the young people. It was Zuma. It was elders. It was people who are in employment, who are older than me, but they get a shock of their life because even Zuma thought he undermined me. Go and look at the video. I've put it there of Zuma and Cyril and all of them after they thought finally they are done with me after the conference of the ANC in Mangaung. The following day, they had an interview with Ndoro, a breakfast show of the Gupta newspaper after they being elected. Then they were asked, hey, what are you saying about the young man who said he's prepared to die for you? And then Balega said, and no one is prepared to die for him. And then they were laughing, Zuma. You could see that they think I'm done. They in their mind, I'm done. All of them are finished, including Cyril's time is done. I'm still here. In some farm, Free State. So Zuma is in the village. I'm still young. The age is on my side. Doesn't matter what they do.
The vote tja rena tja EFF a di tswe Limpopo fela di tswa everywhere, unlike ba o dira di vote tja maZulu Natala fela ba fetsa ba claim or no they are a national party. They are IFP light. They are not a national organization. They exist and get their votes in KZN. We can organize a rally in KZN. They will never organize a rally in Malamulela. They will never organize a rally anywhere outside KZN because they are a regional party. How can a regional party destroy a national organization? Why do you allow a smaller nyana organization of an old man to destroy the EFF? Let us not allow this old man to destroy the EFF. That old man, we defeated him before. We brought him here in this constitutional court and we said pay back the money, and he paid back the money. He hasn't forgiven us for that. That us, all the cases we won against Jacob Zuma, he never paid the legal fees. Zuma is owing us the legal fees.
He's talking about the MK, he's talking about Jacob Zuma. The first thing that he said Jacob Zuma is a liar. He lies to journalists. He's a liar, right? Then the second thing that he pointed out, he said that Jacob Zuma is a criminal, right? The third thing that he pointed out, he said Jacob Zuma is not our friend, right? So he said a lot of things, the CIC, he said a lot of things, but Jacob Zuma, what I find so interesting is that he never responded. So his approach to this, it is very matured, right? Why I say it is very matured. Imagine you've been asked about your worst enemy from the days you were a president, and even afterwards, that person is still continuing to talk bad about you and so forth, right? But the only thing that you can respond saying is that this is my friend, I love him. I love him. You know, here, no matter what you can say, the father figure that Jacob Zuma is, he has demonstrated it, right? He has demonstrated maturity, and he has demonstrated that wisdom comes with age. The gray hair or the baldness, Mbandla, brings wisdom. He has demonstrated. Imagine if Jacob Zuma was those people who are controlled by their emotions and their feelings, right? We're talking about a man here who said on the 15th of December 2023, he said that, announced that we are voting for the MK party, right? And a lot of people, millions of people responded to that call to say that we are voting. People went and voted for the MK party. So the power that Jacob Zuma has, you will understand that when Fikile Mbalula says that people have been trying to destroy the ANC, but there was only one man who were capable and who destroyed the ANC. That is Jacob Zuma. One man single-handedly destroyed the ANC. So you will tell the power that Jacob Zuma has. Jacob Zuma has a power to an extent that there are people who are willing to do anything that he said. You remember when Jacob Zuma, a command came that he needs to be arrested. There are people who went there by thousands of thousands in Nkandla, right in his homestead, right in his gate there, and they were willing to lay down their lives for him, and they said that they will protect him. We saw on social media people carrying dangerous weapons going there in Nkandla to protect the former president Jacob Zuma. So if Jacob Zuma had taken another approach concerning Julius Malema from back in the days, I don't think this would have ended in a fair manner. Why I say that? Because there are people who really believe in Jacob Zuma as much as there are people who believe in Julius Malema. But Jacob Zuma has this power that no other politician has in this country, right? I'm just talking about the influence. To judge the character of the man, it is you and him. But I'm talking about the influence that is known, that Jacob Zuma exerts, this influence that no any other politician have. But you know his approach to the CIC to respond in that manner to say, I love this man and he's my friend. I think this is the best approach ever. And it will help the followers, the fighters, and the commanders of the MK party to say that they don't need to be at war, because now the leaders are not at war. But with the attitude of the CIC, if Jacob Zuma had, things will not have been good for this country and for the politics. Because it seems like now the war or the conflict, if I may say, it is not only to the people of Inkatha, the people of the ANC, especially 2024, especially from the month of October, things just took a wrong turn, just took another direction, right? So the EFF members, the MK members, we saw in social media, TikTok, we saw that, YouTube, we saw that. People now are starting to attack each other personally, even using vulgar language, strong language, cursing at each other. So you can tell that if these two leaders will be brainless, there will be bloodshed. I'm telling you, there will be bloodshed. But yeah, I commend JZ of the approach that he has taken to say that he will not respond carelessly. He really showed that he has wisdom and he is matured, right? So yeah, that's what I just think about this entire situation, right? So going back to the EFF president, when he was there with DJ Sbu, he did give some background on how did he join the ANC from the days when he was young, and how did he grow from it until he established the EFF, right? So he did talk about how they were expelled, saying that Abu Zuma and Ramaphosa, they were laughing at him, and other ANC prominent leaders, right? You can tell that even speaking about that is not happy, right? Then go to an extent to say that white people are saying Jacob Zuma is better than Cyril Ramaphosa, right? I think most of the people are saying that, right? You may have a different view, it's fine, we respect it. But looking on how the country has been ran, other people, in fact, President Ramaphosa had made Jacob Zuma to look even good, while the media portrayed, or back in the years when he was president, he was portrayed as the worst. But these gaps that President Ramaphosa created has made Jacob Zuma to look good. We cannot deny that, right? But Julius Malema says that it's because Jacob Zuma is the product of the whites. Because the whites now are saying that he's better and they want him back, right? So I don't know what's your take on that, if Jacob Zuma is the product of the white. You know what I can say? I think there was a time when Jacob Zuma was the product of the white. I do agree with that statement. But I think Jacob Zuma's second term, he turned against the establishment. He turned against them. That is why now this thing of the Guptas became stronger on his second term to put him out of the presidency. Why I say that? You remember there was a time that Jacob Zuma was with the leader of Orania. Do you know that the likes of Thabo Mbeki, Jacob Zuma went to Orania and visited? It means Orania was approved. Go to the internet, you will see the pictures. I'm not lying. You will see Jacob Zuma with the president of Orania. And Jacob Zuma, they went there with Thabo Mbeki. They went there. Maybe it was different trips. Mbeki took his trip and Jacob Zuma took his trip separately. I don't mean that they went together, but they took different trips, right? So he was, I agree, that I will say. Remember, Jacob Zuma went to England, or to the UK or England, to see the Queen. Do you remember? And he was wearing that Mason outfit that they wear, the president, when they go to see the Queen, right? So I would say that he was affiliated with the white people who are ruling South Africa, right? Maybe not Johan Rupert, but the other ones. But Jacob Zuma turned against all of them. That is why you saw, for the first time in South Africa, white people standing with their billboards in the street while the sun is hot, gazing upon them, marching that Zuma must go, Zuma must go, Zuma must fall. It means that there was a part where Jacob Zuma was striking, and they knew very well where Jacob Zuma was striking because he turned against them, right? The Zuma that we have now, what is his agenda, I don't know. We'll judge him by his doings, by his working. We are looking at the MK party, what it represents and what is it all about, right? So please don't forget to subscribe. That's where I end. I don't want to drag this to be much longer. That's where I end. You'll share on the comment below. I want to hear your views about this matter. Let us engage more. Let us talk respectfully. And let us talk with love. The same love that Jacob Zuma said he has for Julius. Let us use that love. Let us use that love to be one. We may have different political ideologies, but let us not remember that we are brothers and sisters. Please leave a subscription here before I go, and now you go, we go our separate ways, and that will help this video to reach as many people as possible using YouTube's algorithm. Until we meet next time, and I'm out.